The breakdown you're about to watch is brought to you by We Want Picks Premium Membership. Premium membership gets you all sorts of exclusive content, early bets, fantasy tools, and betting guides. Check it out now, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. Get ahead of these betting lines and get access to all of the tools now with an optimizer. We have a DraftKings optimizer available to you at the same low price of $10 a month. That's $2.50 a week. You get all of our bets early, all of our fantasy content early. You get betting tools and now a DraftKings optimizer, DraftKings ownership, and everything you need to build now up to 150 lineups with just a few clicks. WeWantPicks.com at the top. Click Become a Member. It is only $10 a month. All right, $10 a month. You have one good week. You pay for the whole year. WeWantPicks.com at the top. Click Become a Member. And as always, if you want $50, all you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our betting partners. Make a deposit, and I will send you $50 as a thank you. That's WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit. I'll send you $50. Next up, at UFC Paris, we have Nassourdine Imavov taking on Joaquin Buckley. Nassourdine Imavov is 11-3 overall, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off a stoppage win over Edmund Shabazian last year. Joaquin Buckley is 15-4 overall, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off a TKO win just a few months ago. So another fast turnaround on this card. And Nassourdine has very good cardio, and he pairs that with very good grappling. He can strike and counter-strike, which means he should be okay with that forward movement of Buckley. I would say he's more of a grappler, but he has showcased his striking improvements, most recently against Ian Heinisch last year. He has a nice jab, solid elbow, and he looks very comfortable mixing things up. He's coming off that grappling win over Edmund Shabazian, but he didn't get any takedowns, but he was still able to take over, control on the ground, and finish. Joaquin Buckley's a powerful striker, and he's going to go down as having the greatest knockout in UFC history. He's a short, jacked guy with big power, and he comes in hot. He's got good forward movement, and he has really improved working on his angles. Traditionally, he would just come straight at you with speed and power, but now he cuts some angles, and he does a really good job ripping the body and then working up to the head. We all know that he's got big power, but ever since DiCirico loss, he's gotten more comfortable not chasing that big knockout. He'll settle in, he'll strike, he'll work with you instead of just trying to get that finish. And we've seen him work in takedowns as well. He had 5 against Razak Al-Hassan. Man, this is a tricky pick, and you guys hated it, but the line is moving in my favor as far as the pick is concerned. I think Joaquin Buckley gets this done. Imavov's, his
people hate it. All I've seen all week is Buckley.
Oh, no. Dude, Joe, check the quick picks comments. It was all, Imavov's a lock. Buckley gets smoked.
I mean, even the comments right now is like, Buckley. Because everyone's like, Buckley, lock of the week, Buckley, lock of the week.
Maybe their minds have changed, but like literally on Sunday, all the comments on quick picks were, Imavov wins this fight. And then now it's Tuesday and picks are changing. So either a different crowd or people have done a little more research and have started to change their mind. But I think I like Buckley in this matchup. It's not the most confident pick I've ever had, but Imavov doesn't really have a ton of aggressive takedowns, right? He can grapple, but it's not nonstop. He will give Buckley space to strike, and Buckley's not going to shoot anybody. And so now we have a kickboxing match. And while Imavov is a solid striker, Buckley's faster, more powerful, more dangerous. If history tells us anything, this fight will not go the distance. So, Buckley's the lean for the pick, but if as far as betting is concerned, you got to look at rounds, look at does not go the distance, look at that type stuff because, I think this fight, Buckley's a 2-1 underdog. Nassourdine's a -255 favorite. I think it's a much closer fight. I get why Nassourdine's the favorite, but I do think Buckley gets it done. And frankly, you could do a Joaquin Buckley wins inside a distance decision, no action. So if Buckley gets the finish, you'll get paid. If Buckley gets, grinded out for a decision, you'll get a full refund. But, I think Buckley could potentially get finished as well. So it's a tricky
place that bet.
I know, but these are my notes. Okay, asshole.
Unbelievable.
So
that's
what
plus
do you think,
170,
Jacob?
by the way. Yeah, so I have that bet. Yeah, so listen, For this breakdown, and I've been seeing, I mean, I don't know if you've gotten the same thing. I obviously not, but I've been bombarded by Buckley lock of the week. Obviously, Buckley's a lock of the week. He's got an easy block. This is the easiest lock of the week of all time. Listen, if Buckley wins by knockout, I don't think anyone's going to be surprised. Nobody in the entire world is going to be surprised if Buckley comes through, lands that big shot, and flatlines this dude. And for that reason, I did do the inside the distance decisional action bets, plus 170 for the guy that's got the way more power in the matchup. So I'll take that gladly. I took that against Duraev as well, and I think that was even like plus 190, and that was very good money. But if Buckley throws the same shots that he was throwing against Duraev, against Imavov, he is in big, big, big trouble. And by that, I mean, if you watch that Duraev fight, I know he ended up finding that knockout, but there was some wild swings and misses in that fight. And the reason of it was because he did not really have to worry about the striking of Duraev, right? He was more worried about the wrestling, didn't have to worry about the striking or the power or the precision of Duraev. So he was able to have that freedom of throwing wild shots. I'm hoping, for Buckley's sake, that he dials it back in. Because I'm glad that you mentioned that the DeChiro fight. Because if you watch that DeChiro fight, I know that it was the head kick that finally finished him or whatever, but there was a lot of those situations where Buckley was blitzing in, and it was just nice technical step-offs, and boop, and then he's gone, right? DeChiro was gone. And then Buckley chased him down, big shot, step-off, boop. And that's exactly what's going to happen in this fight with Imavov if Buckley brings in that same game plan of just trying to chase those big shots. Because Imavov is such a good striker, man. He is his karate style, in and out, his precision. He's not a super powerful guy. He's not a super fast guy. But the way that he's able to counter these guys is just unreal. I just love his precision in his striking. And then, as you mentioned, he's got wrestling in his back pocket as well. I know Buckley kind of brought in his wrestling a couple fights, but I don't think that anyone's going to wrestle anyone in this fight. If anything, if Imavov gets in trouble, he might be shooting takedowns. I think this is a kickboxing match. If it's boring, it's going to go on Imanov's side. I think it's just, dancing around. Buckley's chasing big shots. He's stepping off. He's getting counter. I don't think he's going to finish Buckley unless Buckley gets too tired, maybe in the late second, third round type of situation. I understand that Buckley has a power advantage. If he knocks him out, I already said this, I'm not going to be surprised, but I got to go with the better striker in this matchup, and Imavov is the much more technical striker in this matchup. So I know that power wins sometimes, and that could happen, and if it does, I'm going to win some money, but my pick has got to go with Imavov. I keep saying Imavov.
Yeah, where's that N coming from?
I don't know, but Imavov in this fight, he's just the more technical fighter, and I've just seen Buckley against a technical fighter in DeChiro before miss big, get hit, and then get knocked out. So I know people are going to hate that pick, but maybe they won't. But I got to go with Imavov.
I got hate for the Buckley pick, so either they just love the hate or it's a different crowd. But I did mention the DiCirico fight, and what I mentioned was ever since that loss, he doesn't seem to be chasing the knockout as much. The Duraev fight was different. They had history. He knew that was different.
And I agree.
That was very different.
And I like Buckley, so I hope that he dials it in and finds that finish, because I think these odds are pretty disrespectful. Imavov is a better fighter probably, but I mean this should be, not to steal your line, this probably should be like minus 150 for Imavov.
I was gonna say that before, and I was like, I think those are the odds on everything, because you know what the problem is? You can do too much research, and sometimes I do too much. And then I'm like, he can win, and I convince myself that this is a lot closer than, and then it's not. Got to go with the gut. But anyway, we're split on this pick, but I think we agree with each other's analysis. So it's an interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of fight. We looked at our fights on Sundays. The premium members.
We're split on a ton of
our
them.
Picks.
Yeah,
we're split, but there was only one where I was like, oh, what are you doing here? I understand, your picks even when we're different. So.
Well, guys, I know it's probably frustrating for some of you when Jacob and I are split. But all of our premium members, if you go to the quick picks page, we have my picks, Jacob's picks, then Frank Joe Dune, who breaks down all of these cards. I think he's got a 70% accuracy since he's been doing it. All his picks are listed there as well as a tiebreaker. And then we've got Artem, DFS Wheezy, a few other people, Josh, their picks are listed there as well. So premium members, if you go to the quick picks page, it's not just me and Jacob. Scroll down and you'll see a bunch of other people's picks.
We need a special section. I don't know if Swivy is in here, but if you guys are in the Discord, join the Discord. This dude Swivy has the wildest conspiracies in the entire way. He had this wild Rocky conspiracy about why Leon Edwards was going to win, and now he has some wild ones for this card as well. We need a whole conspiracy section just for Swivy, in my mind. That dude is wild. If you argue with him in Discord, good luck. But join Discord, have some fun.
He seems to have free time because those arguments never end.
He's a funny dude. He's a funny dude.
Well, anyway, that Discord is free, so I know I'm pushing a lot of $10 bullshit on you, and you should spend that $10 and become a premium member. A, the value is there, and B, it's fucking $10. The Discord is 100% free. We're not going to charge you for that. DraftKings, $9,000 to $7,200. That pricing shocks me. I mean, Joaquin Buckley's got to be the better value at 7,200, right? Like, he's the one that's ridiculously live for the finish.
Yeah, and not just live like in the first 2 minutes or whatever. He's gonna be live throughout the entire fight, and I don't see him getting finished either. So I mean, yeah, that's why I put money on him. I mean, yeah. Yeah,
$9,000 seems like a trap. That's a lot of money to spend, and a lot of people build their lineups just by well, that's an expensive fighter, boom, and they just do it that way. I would not do that with like this Jay. Fight. The monkey knife, and then Jay, a premium member, also my brother-in-law,
son of a bitch,
won himself like $600 on a $5 buy-in, or $800 on a $5 buy-in, or something. And and I literally texted him like, "How did you build that lineup? What did you do?" He's like, "I just went on the website and used all like on the premium member stuff, and I just used all that.
I just picked all the Russians."
I was like, I guess it works then. Anyway, Monkey Knife Fight Strike Line, 58 to 36. You're going to say more, right? You think this fight goes a little longer.
Yeah, I think I actually kind of love that more situation.
Well, if you guys like the more is there as well, blah, 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 blah. WeOnPicks.com/MK.
Swivy.
They will instantly match your deposit up to $100. Take the free money, play some of these lines. All you need to do is say more or less on the strike lines.